At least we get to watch Skyfall next.
Yeah.
Hey guys, this is going to be a QQ for Quantum of Solace. My name is Paul Weston.
I'm Mitchell Allen. Hey
And
guys.
we're going to be we are second perspective rather, and we are going to be doing a review for you guys, as I said, on Quantum of Solace. This is sort of a lead up to Spectre. We did Casino Royale just a few days ago. As you would guess, a few days from now, we'll be doing Skyfall. But why don't you give us a quick synopsis of the film so we can get right through it?
You know what? Why not? Quantum of Solace is from 2008. It was directed by Mark Forster, who's done Stranger Than Fiction, and it was co-written by Paul Haggis, who did Crush. Very different movies on both accounts than these. So this is a follow-up to Casino Royale, as we said, and it's James Bond. Once again, he's played by Daniel Craig, but this time he's lost his love, Vesper Lynd, from the last movie, who's played by Eva Green, and he's going to do anything possible to avenge her death. So he sets his sights on Quantum in this movie. Quantum is a terrorist organization led by Dominic Green, who's like a fake environmentalist played by Mathieu Amalric. And Green's supposed lover, Camille, played by Olga Kurilenko, eventually sides with Bond, and together they're striving to take Quantum down. And, there's cars and explosions, and it's just the rest. You know how it goes at this point.
Yeah, and honestly, we'll just be straight up with it. There's not a whole lot of real strong strengths to this film. Daniel Craig is still really good, which is probably the strongest strength. And I thought that this film had a really interesting thematic base. Like it really sort of focuses on, or at least should have focused on, the ruthlessness of James Bond and like sort of the inner rage he has from the first film. And like that's really interesting that it can carry such a pivotal point from the first film into the second, and so on and so forth. But the idea was there, but the execution was absolutely not.
Yeah. It's just I mean, it's a little sloppy that way, but I get what you're saying. Like the idea that, first of all, they've never done like a sequel to a Bond film and a continuation, and then also to have a Bond that's not like cool and collected, but just like flying all over the place is interesting for sure. I also thought and this may seem minor, but compared to most Bond films, like it really is a huge part of it, and it's the theme song and the title sequence I find super strong in this. I mean, I love Jack White and Alicia Keys, but like the song, I think fits the tone. It sort of sums up the movie a little bit better than the movie itself in a way. And it's a fun song to listen to, and that was fun for me.
Yeah, and then it went downhill from there.
Yeah,
and like one of the big issues is that like the main sort of umbrella issue of all the flaws with the film is that like everything that Casino Royale did well, this film sort of reverted. So like strong female characters, destroyed that.
100% God.
Like it got lazy with its writing, whereas like in the first film, Casino Royale, like Bond had to find information, be clever on how he found all this stuff out, be very like sort of industrious. This film was like, oh hey Bond, we have marked money in their bags. Oh great, tell me where they're going. Like it's just it's very lazy with that. And so as we think with writing, I mean like I know you have a few things to say about the villain. Like
oh boy, do you want me to just go?
Yeah, go.
Well, no, I mean, and here's the thing: is that like the villain of Casino Royale is like he's not a huge factor in that film, but he plays a very important presence, and when he's there, he really does feel dangerous, and he feels like he means something to the film. And in this movie, the villain could have been, first of all, one of 8 people. Because there's just so many different, like, this one's bad, and this one's doing something bad, and this one. And so the main one, who's this environmentalist, just feels very lame in comparison. He's sort of either, like, doing, like, a very weird kind of, like, dull impression of a Bond villain, or he's yelling at the top of his lungs about how he has been wronged, and he needs to rule the world and take over the water, and it's just... The stakes in this that the villain has are really weird. I find
the thing too is with the Bond girl is like she's not a whole lot better in terms of acting.
No,
and like the script doesn't.
No, she's not.
The story of it all. She doesn't like her story doesn't get very complex. It's very sort of one note, and they don't give any complexity, especially compared to like one of the strongest female characters that we saw, one of the strongest Bond girls. So it looks even worse to that. So I feel like I already know the answer, but ultimately, would you tell people to go see this film before they see Spectre?
No, no. I mean, if you want to see, if you're one of those people who like, I should see every single Bond movie just to figure out where it's headed, then yeah, okay, fine. But like, if you missed this movie, there's not much you're gonna like miss from Skyfall and probably from Spectre.
What's the grade that you're gonna give it?
It's a D. And I've seen this movie twice, and the first time I probably would have given it like a little higher, but this time around I couldn't. It was very irritating to me.
Yeah,
I really didn't like watching it. Experience of watching it.
I agree with Mitch. It's not fantastic. I was really captivated by the idea of ruthlessness in Bond and like that theme, but it just does not capitalize on any of that potential really. So I'm gonna give it a C just on that theme. But other than that, yeah, you could probably skip this film. Just watch Casino Royale, Skyfall. You're not going to be missing a whole lot.
There's nothing.
But yeah, so we are going to discuss it in more detail and like why we actually think it failed in comparison to Casino Royale, because it's very interesting how Casino Royale is good. This one's not, and Skyfall, as I remember it being quite good. So why don't you guys join us in discussion after you see the film? Again, we're Second Perspective. I'm Paul Weston.
I'm Mitchell Allen.
And we'll see you over there. Take care, guys.
See you guys.